mean, it's got to be a way. There's got to be a way, man, because this shit is crazy. Like, it went to a whole new level on yesterday when the Baltimore Ravens signed a dude straight up off the street. When we get back from the break, man, it'll be hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away.
Do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yep. Do I need to say anymore? Yep. Shake a leg and make me steady. Oh, the feeling that just re-hit me so I will proceed to finesse this as if it was the baddest chick I ever talked to. Oh, yeah, you know, even though my clothes smell like Joe. See, I'ma let you know I got a vision and goal. Yeah, me and this mic. More than love is lust with an appetite. She offered the chain, so I offered the chain. Saw them make me look cold in the platinum thing. The rent done changed, we got to maintain. You know we got to keep a chunk of chain. It's something like a Range Rover. We keep it mobbing in the heater when the brain can blow. Don't get it twisted, baby, my salary ain't set. Like I'm a dentist, then to get your cavity checked. And I mean no disrespect. Do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yo. Do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yo. Do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yo. You just rush the check, don't rush the bet. Freezing the waters, I want respect. To excel without excelling my last breath. Cause I have come to conquer the face of death. Yup. No faith is left in the face of death. With no trace of wealth, we face ourselves. It's coming. With no peace of mind, you find me gunning. With no sense of time, I found you running. This just got more crazy, G. Call me a little 50 cent, the bullets won't faze me. Resurrection and creation, the God have blessed me. No pen and account on the paper, you can't check me. Gotta be so fine that you won't neglect me. Like Big Homer said, you will respect me. Do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yo. Do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yo, do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yo, say no more in case you don't know. So in case you know, the case is low. Even if you get a chance to take a stand and dance. Gotta remember the game is so advanced. 4 clicks from the mallet, it sounds like hoods. Realize you in the courtroom dancing with wolves. If I'm not my best, I won't rest till I am. I grind it out in the tin, eat my rhymes out of can. Say no more if I'm a man, I can. I won't stop till the full course, mill in my hand. So listen, it's better than I'm better than before. Like a few G's, you gon' know the scope, bro. Do I need to say anymore? Bet. Yo, do I need to say anymore? Bet. Say no more, folks.
All right, welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. This is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. A bunch of other stuff I wanted to get to today, man, but and it's not really a bad thing. We getting bogged down in this Baltimore Ravens Colin Kaepernick story. One other thing I definitely wanted to get out there, though, man, is Odell Beckham Jr. Says that he wants to be the highest paid player in the NFL, not just receiver, but player in the NFL. The Giants receiver made the declaration in a video posted on Uninterrupted on Thursday. Here's a quote. It's like the elephant in the room and you don't want to talk about it, Beckham says in the video. But I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm like, no, I'm going to, or know where I'm going to. There's no need to talk about it. I believe that I will be hopefully not just the highest paid receiver in the league, but the highest paid, period. This ninja crazy. He's crazy. Beckham worked out in his own this offseason in Los Angeles instead of attending OTAs, and ESPN's Adam Schefter reported through sources that Beckham's contract was part of the reason he remained away. He ended his absence when he attended mandatory minicamp last month and was in attendance Thursday for the start of training camp. He's to make $1.8 million this season. He is set to make over $10 million this year in endorsements separate from his football income. So he got a little bit of leverage where he can tell the NFL to go and kick rocks. But the problem is for the advertisers, his brand is all dependent upon him playing football. So it's like you can't have one without the other. Now, listen, I like Odell Beckham Jr. I really do. I love the fact that he loves him some him. As me and the world-famous nature boy Ric Flair would say, I don't care who loves me. All I know is I love myself. I love that. Love yourself first. But there's never, ever going to be a wide receiver that's going to be the highest paid player in the NFL because it doesn't work like that. He doesn't have enough touches. What's the most time a wide receiver will get the ball thrown at him? How many targets they'll get? Maybe 10 times? On a good day, maybe 12, 13, 14 times? On a good day, okay? So you get the ball thrown at you maybe 10 times a game. You may have 7 catches in a game, whereas you have the quarterback touching the ball every single time. Or, like, if I were to think who would probably be, on average, the next most important guy to a football team outside of the quarterback that touches the ball every single time, maybe that can make an impact. No, not a running back, because it's kind of like the same thing. They can actually run the ball and catch the ball. So I think they're more valuable, even though in 2017 running backs have been devalued. Maybe the running back. How about the defensive end? Like a defensive end, as far as getting sacks and changing the momentum of a game, they play every single down as well. Maybe right after a quarterback and how they can affect the game, maybe a defensive end. If you had an all-world cornerback like Deion Sanders that could get you a pick six at any time, maybe then as well. But ain't no way no wide receiver is going to get paid more than a quarterback that touches the ball every single down on offense. I love it, and you know what? Why not? Why not go out there and say you deserve to be paid, more than anybody else in the game? He's got this huge following on social media, so that's a good thing. That's fine and dandy. But he's crazy, and he know he crazy. Okay? The reason why he bucking and saying all of this stuff and, sitting out these practices or whatever is because he got that money coming in from these advertisers. But once again, if you don't play football, you are no good to the advertisers. Zero. The social media thing is big. A lot of guys have capitalized on having this big social media presence, man. But at the end of the day, if you're not playing football, these advertisers are not going to screw with you. Period, point blank. I love it. I think he's a supremely talented wide receiver. He's not even the best wide receiver in football. I love you, bro, but you're not even the best wide receiver in football. So there's no way in hell you could be the best or most paid player in football. No way in hell. I love his attitude, but that's just not going to happen. That's crazy. From Big L X Squad, NFL don't want to lose 10% majority of its players. That's the big thing about how I think some change or some real discussion about, the Colin Kaepernick story and why he's protesting would come out. If the players were to come together and do something and ban. Like if you remember last year, man, when this whole thing started, like I was so adamant, and I still believe that if all of the black players in unison would have taken a knee before the national anthem, that the teams, the owners, and more people that act like they don't understand would understand. They take notice. But very far and few between, man. Like if the players came together, man, The black players came together and was like, man, listen, this is what we're going to do every single time. This is some bullshit. As I said earlier to Jeff on the phone, this may not be affecting me, but it's a bigger thing than me. This is a much bigger cause. And what's happening to him right now is what happens in every other sector of life. And we got to say something. We got to stand up and say something. That would have a much bigger effect than what fans could do from a monetary standpoint and watching the games on TV or boycotting an advertiser. That would have way more bigger of an impact if the players could, in unison, come together and do something. But that don't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. It doesn't. From Kim Roll Tide Roll Jane, the NFL will kill itself. It's already happening with all these stupid rules. Cap has not committed any crime, been a model citizen. And that's the crazy thing about it. When you start talking about how Colin Kaepernick is doing this, unbelievable, offensive thing to most of America. What has the man done? He hadn't committed a crime, which was so silly, and these people and the comparisons to Michael Vick, when Michael Vick came out and talked about what Colin Kaepernick should do to resurrect his image. Michael Vick went to jail for almost 2 years for fighting dogs. How you compare yourself with this dude that's doing nothing but doing something that the Constitution says is 100% valid and legal? He ain't hurting nobody. He ain't doing a damn thing but just trying to bring attention to the bullshit going on with police brutality and the killing of unarmed black men. What has he done wrong? Oh, what you're doing wrong is you're saying something about it? We want you just to shut up and be quiet? GTFOH. This shit really... And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. This, I just caught myself just now, and I just realized in the last 30 minutes I have really gone above and beyond where I try to go in my emotions in talking about these sports. If you're new to the show, I've had issues with my blood pressure over the last year and a half. Yeah. Had to stop talking about politics. We did that on a daily around here during the election. Had to stop doing that because I really think that affected my blood pressure. And hadn't had a reason to really talk about it more than we did it originally. But hadn't talked a lot about this Colin Kaepernick situation because of the emotions that come out. Have come out in the last 30 minutes of talking about this. It's just crazy. One thing I hate more than anything else, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. This is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. My one pet peeve, the thing that I hate probably more so than anything else in the world, man, is to pee on me and tell me it's raining. And this kind of falls in that same category where people will do you wrong. They'll slap you in the face. They'll tell you, that it's not that bad. You need to be quiet. I've never been able, man. My mother will tell you, man, I started a protest in the 6th grade for some bullshit that was going on at middle school. It's just not in me. It's just not in me. As much as I may need to suppress it, man, for political reasons or whatever, and this is probably one of the big reasons why we're not on national TV anymore or on radio. But as much as I try to be politically correct and say the right things, I just can't sit by and stand and watch bullshit happen and not say something. I don't get it, and that's fine if that's how you roll. You try to be quiet and you don't want to say anything. Like I said to Jeff earlier, man, this shit ain't about me. It's about our kids. If you sit back and don't say anything about what's been going on in America over the last 2 years, if you don't support Colin Kaepernick in some type of way, whatever the way that is, then you're part of the problem. I'm sorry. I understand you got to have your job. You got to work. And yeah, for the most part, you probably need to not even get into a conversation about this type of thing if you can avoid it. I get that. I kind of understand that. But, man, when you can When you can say something, man, and you watch bullshit happen each and every day, and you watch video after video of